So the thing that I've found about ADCA and the thing that I've really strived to create here is a real place of hope and a place of non-judgment. And that's so crucial in our environment. You know, I get business people here, I get people working for businessmen that come here, and they're so worried about someone hearing they're here or the community knowing. But here they feel comfortable, here they feel at home. And you see the surrounding is like being in a lounge at home. I have a beautiful kitchen where we have teas and coffees, make a heck of a lot of noise, and we eat far too many brownies, and we have a good time. And people just feel that they've found a family. One of my favorite things at ADCA, and it has been since day one, is that I love this place and there's an atmosphere about it. And every day I open the door and my first step into this building, I greet this place and I say, "How's it, ADCA? I'm so happy to be here." And I feel like it's home. I get excited to what person's going to arrive during the day and how this little place is going to make a huge difference in life, obviously through the power of God, but just that they can come here. I've seen people drive in here and turn around and try and drive out, and I've managed to dash out the door and stop them in time. "What are you doing?" "I'm going," and I've stopped and said, "Just come in." And after 10 or 15 minutes, they open their hearts up and they tell me why they're here. And we start a process of building for them a life recovery plan that they can have the life that they need to recover. So in 2013, I felt a calling to start a non-profit organization just to give people who are suffering from addiction some hope. And a lot of people that just give up before the time to give up. And so I created this non-profit organization called Against Drugs and Child Abuse. It was first established in Ballito, then I moved to Umhlali, where I have this beautiful center right now, where I meet with a lot of people and get them set free, seeing chains being broken, seeing people's habits being broken, people from mental illness getting healed and living a fulfilled life. Sure, there are people that don't make the program and people who don't succeed in the method I'm doing, and that's no problem. There are many different rehabs or other places they can go to. But generally, most of the people have come to me from alcohol to prescription drugs to porn addiction. They seem to be doing well. So getting ADCA going was something that I never thought I would do. But I really just felt that God gave me a calling just to start a place that's safe, non-judgmental, and a place of hope in the Ballito area. I actually didn't know what the heck I was doing. I found a building and it was free of charge, and I started having meetings and seeing people, and it just started to build up and build up. I saw the youngsters, and at that stage my children were at school, and I could see the peer pressure on them, and I could see the friends that were also using substances. Sometimes the friends were even going to rehab. Unfortunately, my children weren't involved in that, but it was a difficult stage, and I think that also played something in my heart to see that age group really suffering, and there's no one here who's prepared to stand up and say, "This is a place you can come and talk." And I gave up, honestly. I gave up a couple of times because I had more people wanting to come and help me, help people in recovery, than actually coming for recovery. So I got frustrated with that. My son likened it to Noah, and eventually it turned. And eventually started to rain, and the floods came, and Noah's Ark, ADCA, started to float, and I started seeing people coming in. Sometimes one by one, but going out two by two as a family got restored again.
I was in a pit of feeling sorry for myself, and I didn't believe I could ever pick myself up again. And I just felt so alone. For years I've been isolating, but the wonderful thing about coming here was the support group that gave me so much love. They never judged me, and that's what ADCA really taught me. It gave me the tools to start taking responsibility for my life.
I always felt that there was something better to my existence. One of the things I needed to do was to stop drinking alcohol. I felt that I wasn't my best person while I was using alcohol. Coming to ADCA gave me the correct tools. It helped me build on my spiritual being and took me on a journey that was great. I can't even tell you how much it's done for me.
To have the success that I'm aiming at, that I'm actually tasting, obviously it takes help. And the help comes in different forms, but the main help is obviously finances. Fortunately, I'm an NPO and a PBO, so I can give a tax certificate, so it's tax deductible, but we need help in the finances. Sometimes the people that are coming on the program actually can't afford it. Some of them are single ladies that have been turfed out with a child, and they just can't afford it, so I sponsor them. So to keep the ark afloat, it takes a lot of work. And so we're looking for people that are able just to come alongside and say, we want to support you, however it is. If someone else wanting to actually just adopt a person for 6 months, that'll be so great. That'll be absolutely radical. They can adopt a person and put them through the program for 6 months. Obviously, there are boundaries and parameters to that. The person has to do all the meetings, etc., etc. I'd love for someone just to say, listen, we're going to take the rent off your shoulders of this place. And that's my biggest pressure, is to keep the rent going. It's a lot of pressure, but we're doing it, and it's worth it. Let me tell you, nothing will stop me from running ADCA, nothing at all.